Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lady K Chat Podcast. I am your host, Lady K, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about today's show, which is called Contribute. And pretty much the message in the show is that everyone contribute somehow in a relationship. I know a lot of people get hurt, but you also have to evaluate the part that you play. So please tune in at 6 p.m. for Contribute.
The following podcast is a Lady K Enterprises production.
Lady K.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for all women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be speaked upon, such as relationships, personal development, health and wellness, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Kalima, aka Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Contribute. And today I am talking about relationships, and I'm actually talking about when relationships get to a level where there is strife, and because there is strife, the people that love you, they're witnessing it, and they don't like what they see. You know, they want to put their 2 cents in, but this is when they gotta know their place. And a lot of people have to understand when to mind your business. Please use your wisdom and knowledge when to mind your business. It is not always your place to come after that person that may have hurt your friend and your family, because sometimes you have to think about the long run, and you have to think about there's other things and there's other components to it that you don't know. So sometimes we be caught up in the moment. We're in our feelings, but I want to say sometimes we have to sit back and observe. So I want to say the reason why I called this episode of Contribute is because you have to also remember it takes 2 people to make a relationship. They're both contributing. You do not know the factor of what your friend or your family is contributing in a relationship. See, you know them as the friend, the family, but you don't know them how they are in a relationship. And maybe their personalities or some of the things that they do is completely different. We all heard of the expression, you truly get to know someone when you live with them. So the person that lives with them, sometimes you can't get mad at them. You have no idea what they're enduring on a day-to-day basis. And again, you're just looking at it from your standpoint. Oh, you know, my brother, my sister, my friend, that was good to him, and he did her dirty. But did you know that, you know, that friend of yours or that relative of yours may have done something that you're unaware about? And here you are, you're so quick to bash that person. And again, you don't know all the details. This is why some people just have to mind their business. And I want to share a perfect scenario with you that I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. And I said, you know what? No, that wasn't right. So this long story short, and see this also too, you gotta be careful with married people. Even though I'm talking about relationship with married people, that's a different ball game. That's why I said you have to use your wisdom and your knowledge. So going back to the example, there was a husband and a wife. They were separated. The husband was living with his brother. The brother was telling his brother everything about his marriage. The brother thought it was his diligence to go back to the wife and say, you know what? You don't treat my brother right. You don't need to talk to him. You don't need to talk to nobody in my family. And, you know, you're not welcome. Now, granted, it's okay for him to feel that way if he feels that way. You cannot turn off how a person feel. But was it his place to go ahead and say that to the wife? Absolutely not, because the brother doesn't know everything. He doesn't know everything that his brother contributed. He doesn't know that there was infidelity. He doesn't know that there was abuse with money. He doesn't know that, you know, she's nagging him because of the way he's treating her in front of the kids. See, those are the things, like I said, that's unseen. But we're just going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Lady K Enterprises are now licensed in the state of Pennsylvania and New York to help you with your insurance needs from auto, homeowner, life insurance, and home security. For additional information, please text the word insurance to 844-446-5374. Again, for additional information, please text the word insurance to 844-446-5374.
A lot of people just assume, oh, you're just a good father, you're a good this. Yeah, sometimes people just put a persona on in your face. But again, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors because everybody is different. And this is not a segment where I am to bash people. I'm just bringing awareness that sometimes you have to understand everybody contribute to something. Just like in some relationship, a person could have been perfect, could have done everything right. And the one thing that they did that they contribute was staying too long. So now they get themselves out the relationship. It is not your duty to go to the other person. Well, you know what? I'm happy so-and-so left you. None of that is necessary. Let them reap what they sow, and you don't need to put your energy into it. That's why God said the battle was his. You don't need to do anything, all that extra stuff. If it has nothing to do with abuse, and I know there's different forms and level of abuse, then you have to know your place. I can understand, as I did a show previously talking about domestic violence, and if you see that, absolutely, that's wisdom and knowledge right there. You're gonna try to help that person with a plan to escape because they experienced that. But if somebody just going through a bad breakup and the person that they was with was not the person for them, just leave it as be. You don't have to do anything. God already got that covered. Mind your business. Support your friend and your family and let that person go through whatever they need to go through because maybe on their end, they got some healing to do. They have some growing up to do. You never know what the circumstances is, but it is not your part. Just separate. So I hope everyone you enjoyed this episode. I just had to come up here and just share this because I see too many people sticking their nose where they have no business belonging. So everyone, you have a great night. Continue to follow me on social media at Lady K Chat and on my website at www.LadyKEnterprises.inc. And you have a great night.
Lady K.